What is up, Humanoid Nation? Today's video we're reacting to is by the YouTube channel called Kevin Reyes. It's about EDP445's Cupcake incident a year later. You know what he did a year ago? Where he just wanted to go for a cupcake? You know what? I do believe that. The man would go there just for a cupcake, but then other stuff he would do too. And then his life goes to hell. The internet went hard on him. They went hard on him. He couldn't get a job anywhere. He couldn't be in any hotels. Let's see what happened to him a year later. Let's go.
No fist bump? I don't fist bump people like you, man.
EDP445. You know him, you used to love him, and now you probably look at him in disgust after the 2021 Cupcake incident. That is, if you weren't already disgusted by him before.
So I want to tell you about the time I almost shitted on myself at high school.
Hey, that happened to me in elementary school,
I
though.
made it rain on these bitches.
So for those that don't know who EDP445 is and want a quick catch up as to what we are looking at here, this is it. EDP445 was a YouTuber that just uploaded videos of him talking about whatever he wanted, and his claim to fame was that he was just very vulgar in his videos, and then
He didn't give it no
clips of him
fucks.
would be used for meme purposes, and that managed to blow him up in popularity. And as with many popular YouTubers out there, we all know that with great clout comes great responsibility. That's the line, right?
Cupcake.
Well, with EDP445, that was not the case, as we soon came to find out that he used his platform to talk to underage girls inappropriately.
Apparently there was 5 of them.
One time either. He had already been under fire for this type of thing in the year prior, but many of his fans just let that slide, as the consensus for that situation was that it was just him making weird jokes and acting creepy in the DMs. And for the time being, his reputation was back to being somewhat clean at that time.
The thing is, you never want to talk to anyone under the age of 18. Wait. Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm thinking here, like, yeah, where I am, the technical age limit is 16, but still, that's still nasty. That's still nasty. But you need the parents' permission to date, but still, you don't want to date anyone under 18. It's just weird to talk to anyone under the age of 18 very sexually and being weird.
But everything changed when on the night of April 20th, 2021, this guy in the blue shirt who goes by Ched Goldstein uploaded this video onto his channel where him and this other guy CC Unit confront EDP445 after they had pretended to be a 13-year-old girl and had been texting EDP while pretending to be her, and then had scheduled a meetup with the YouTuber while they were still pretending to be the 13-year-old girl. And well, we all saw what happened.
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go.
Hold on, let's hear him out. This kind of man, he would pick up a cupcake, but he would do other stuff, which is just not good.
Go back home.
So throughout the whole 40 to 50 minute encounter, EDP will get questioned as to why he was doing
He
what
would
he
get
was
questioned.
doing,
He
and
would
he
just
would even come out and
answer it
confess a couple of
nonchalantly.
other heinous acts that he did of the same nature that he was being confronted for. The two guys that were confronting him, Ched and CC Unit, would threaten to call the cops during the whole ordeal, and EDP would just beg them not to do it and then walk away from the scene once they went ahead and did. So the video comes out and everybody is just, you know, in shock. His subscribers just tank, continuing on from the previous few days of when it was announced that the Confrontation video was going to be released. Later that same week, on the 25th of April, EDP would preemptively try to save his channel from deletion, as he went ahead and removed all of his videos from it, but that would not be enough, as his channel would then be terminated just a few days later.
Yeah,
on the
they
27th
took
of
away
April,
his whole entire
presumably
YouTube
because
channel.
of that meetup video. And speaking of that video, the channel Ched Goldstein, where it was uploaded onto, that channel ended up also getting terminated as well. And this was presumably because the guy that ran that channel,
say the
Ched
N-word?
Goldstein, whose real name is Alex Rosen, he had already had another channel in the past that was terminated, and if you know anything about YouTube's terms of service, you know that you can't run another channel if one you've had before had already gotten banned. But going back to EDP, the deplatforming of him wouldn't end there, as his Instagram and his Cameo account would also get terminated, and the deletion of his
got rid
Cameo
of
account would be
everything.
significant here,
Cameo.
as that was one of his main
All of
sources
it.
of income. EDP, after all of this, would move on to one of his last remaining platforms, Facebook, and drop this announcement video with the caption, "Breaking news, EDP445 official website coming soon. The movement will continue. Hashtag EDP445.
So just want to let you guys know, man, EDP445.com is coming soon. You know, that's where I'm going to be posting all of my new videos and shit, you know, over there up on the website. You know what I mean? Continuing to fucking eat that pussy movement.
Yeah, I don't know what movement he was talking about. I mean, it was pretty clear here that he didn't want to bring any attention to his controversy for the Facebook followers. But then just a few days later, he uploaded another video onto his Facebook where he called out Chet Goldstein. Yes,
Oh,
the
you're
guy
calling
that
out the
exposed
guy
him.
that called you
EDP
out,
was
huh?
calling him out.
Chet Goldstein. I've seen punk ass bitch made hoe ass motherfuckers like yourself come and go. There's a fucking video all over the internet. You using racial fucking slurs and shit. Your credibility is bro. You tried to take down good old Eat That Pussy 445, my but
Wait, hold on. True, the other guy said the N-word, but you went after a 13-year-old kid. And you're saying his credibility is shot to shit. My guy. No, my guy. I forgot I said that. This guy. That's, yeah.
We still in the flesh. The movement will continue.
What
These
movement?
uploads onto Facebook wouldn't last long though, as his account eventually got removed, and for the time being, that seemed to have been the end of EDP. Until you came back with this video on a brand new channel on YouTube.
All right, what's up with it, all you punk ass jealous mother?
Jesus Christ. What a way to start.
Boy, Eat That Pussy 445.
So yeah, EDP started up that new YouTube channel called The Notorious EDP and just uploaded videos of him talking about random stuff. And as you would expect, YouTube wasn't appreciative of EDP trying to return to the platform, and they banned them once again. Which actually this one Twitter user, SGT Burb, managed to seemingly catch that ban happen in real time. Oh, but that wouldn't be the end of EDP trying to return to the internet. He decided to debut on this other platform / website called Speak. Don't worry, if you haven't heard of that site, you're not alone. It's just like another video sharing website. But anyway, EDP went on to upload a video onto the site, and it was one that I don't think many of us would have expected him to make.
A
4th of
cupcake?
July cupcakes.
Bro, seriously?
And of course, the 3Speak website got wind of this and banned him off there as well. As EDP's
They're going
deplatforming
hard on
throughout the
him.
internet continued to
They
take
deleting
effect,
everything
he knew
off
that he had
him.
to find other ways to make money. So he would go out and try to work at like low-key jobs where less people would be able to recognize him. Like for example, he seemed to have had a stint as a Lyft driver, and people eventually found out about it as photos of him driving for the passengers came out. The company was told of his presence and situations surrounding him, and just as anybody would have expected, they had to let him go from there as well. The same thing
You
with
can't even get a job with Uber and Lyft before they fire your ass. You gotta be careful because there's kids riding around and Lyft with their parents, so you never know. Good job on Lyft and Uber though for getting rid of the guy.
reportedly happened at other jobs that he was supposedly partaking in, like Grubhub and Uber Eats. A Reddit post even came out saying that he had tried to apply to Chuck E. Cheese as well. Personally,
Chuck E. Cheese, huh? Let's go get a job where there's kids around. That seems like a good idea to me.
I don't think that one is true, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Now, throughout the rest of 2021, his new jobs wouldn't be the only things apparently getting taken away from him. His places to live at were starting to become an issue for him as well. Ever since the original video came out of him getting exposed, the place where he was living at was getting plenty of calls about him, and then he got evicted because of it. As he moved from place to place throughout the year, people would figure out where he was trying to stay at, call up the place, and eventually get him kicked out.
Man, the internet went hard on him.
It was no surprise to find out that EDP, whose real name was Brian Moreland, went ahead and tried to change his name, and from the looks of it, it seems to have been able to go through successfully, as we are now apparently talking about the man Dayon Scott Wilson Eason. This, along with EDP's attempt to continue living life, was well documented in his Sunny V2 video, in which
just because you change your name isn't going to hide the fact that you did it. What's changing your name going to do? My guy, I got to stop saying that. This guy needs...
covers how EDP has been trying to hold himself up. That same video would even state that EDP could have possibly been in jail, as a couple of sources came out saying that the man himself was locked up.
In late October, a YouTuber by the name of Matt Simon seemed confident that EDP had been arrested, yet provided no evidence or reason for the arrest.
EDP has been arrested.
So the third time I picked up, I was like, hello, and it said, this is the Henderson, Nevada detention center inmate for Brian Moreland.
People on the internet can make up anything. They say like, oh, he called me from prison.
Though, as there was never really any solid evidence of this, and EDP would even somewhat address the statements on another Instagram account that he created, with this post saying, "Yo, Felipe, what's up with that $1,000 you still owe me from the time I bailed you out of jail? Tell the people about that shit instead of spreading lies about me." EDP would then try to return to the internet once again, this time via a live streaming site called Bigo. In the short time that he was on that platform, the content pertaining it was just him mostly getting disrespected via the chat and having viewers call in into the stream to have some conversations with him.
Like, you can find some bad bitches on here too, bro. You can find some bad bitches.
Listen, man, I'm cool on that bullshit. I'm flying solo, nigga, from now on, man.
So you don't want bitches, but you want kids?
Block him. He's gone. Get him out.
Damn.
You that nasty big ass bitch. Just don't make that shit the fuck up. Bitch, you kid head ass bitch. Bitch, you like touching on little kids. Bitch, you want a cupcake? Bitch, you want a cupcake face nasty big ass bitch.
People would see EDP's attempt at an internet comeback and then call it out, with one of the most notable callouts here being a video from Critical.
This man will literally use anything that has video sharing live streaming capabilities. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets banned on Bigo.
The attention brought to all of this would eventually have Bigo look into the situation, and for the time being, it seems like his account is still up on the site, but he
Yeah,
hasn't streamed
I don't
on
know
it
what
since
Bigo
then.
is, but
It's not confirmed as to what
okay.
exactly is going on with
He's
EDP's
streaming
Bigo
websites.
account, but many people
Okay.
seem to agree with this Reddit comment here that stated, his account is still there, but he hasn't been online in 5 days. My theory is that Bigo didn't ban him, but they revoked his ability to stream, so his account became essentially worthless and he deleted the app. And also brought up another point stating he also unfollowed James/CVC, pronounced James, on Instagram and Bigo. James was the one who introduced EDP to Bigo, and he was a quote-unquote host, meaning he was somewhat of an employee at Bigo. I'm guessing there was some sort of falling out between James and EDP. Later on, at around
a
Super Bowl
Cupcake
time
incident.
in February 2022, this TikTok account at EDP445 started going viral after videos of EDP speaking were uploaded on it. At first glance, it appeared that EDP was in control of that account and making videos for the TikTok platform, but then he came out and said that it wasn't actually him, and then everyone started to realize that the TikToks posted to that account were just re-uploads of videos from his Instagram.
I'm sitting back chilling and shit, right? And a friend of mine sends me an article telling me that apparently after the Super Bowl, I went viral on TikTok. And I'm sitting back here trying to tell this motherfucker, man, I have never in my life had a goddamn TikTok account before.
But then EDP actually did make a TikTok account that now goes under the
After or
username
before?
the OG EDP.
So I'm still testing
Did he
out the
get kicked
waters
off?
here on TikTok. Still trying to figure out what I can and cannot fucking say, because this app is really, for lack of a better word, strict. You know what I mean? Fucking ridiculous.
He now just uploads random videos onto his TikTok, talking about whatever he feels like, similar to what he was doing before on YouTube. And it also seems like he wants to move on from the Cupcake situation, as his comment sections on TikTok are completely disabled. Oh, and as for what has happened to that new Instagram that he had made, that account got banned once again.
Damn.
And now, just very recently, EDP has announced that his website, EDP445.com, has finally gone up.
So we finally got
How
the
long before it
website
gets
up.
shut
I'll
down?
try to do live streaming. Obviously, I'm going to upload videos. There's going to be a place for shout outs. We're going to have merchandise and gear. That's going to be a little bit later on down the road, more so this summer. You know what I mean? It's going to be a great time, man. We're going to have a fucking blast on that website, man.
The website at the moment has a couple of videos up, which are very explicit, and the site also seems to be the new home for his cameo type video shoutouts. When you click on that part of the site, it says that the price for the custom shoutout has been reduced to $25 from the previous $50, which doesn't really make
Why?
sense because the site
25
is new,
even,
unless
though.
if he's referring to when he had an actual cameo account and it was priced at $50 back then. But yeah, he has that and a YouTube upload section where he posted other people's videos of him, and of course the coming soon section where he says that live streams of him will arrive to the site. The website
that's
even
a
has
good
a
idea,
comment
live
section which
streaming.
for the time being is full
You know
of
people are
positive
gonna
comments
mention
towards
the
EDP.
Cupcake
It's
stuff
probably
all over
likely
again.
that the negative comments are getting removed from the site as they get posted, but we do see that some very notable people have already commented on the site, like Jeffrey Epstein, Chris Griffin, Chet Goldstein, and the FBI. So yeah, with all of this, that's essentially where EDP445 is at now. He's still trying to have an online career where he can monetize his presence, and then we have a couple of detractors out there that are trying to make EDP pay for his actions by having him get his platforms removed, have jobs fire him, and letting landlords know of the dangers that
kick
can
him
come
out
out
every
of
hotel
EDP
in the
being a
city.
tenant. It's even gotten to the point where even if EDP meets someone who he thinks is a fan of him and takes a picture with him, he apparently tells that person to not reveal where he is. He also now continues to be a living meme, but this time not for the right reasons, as he is now associated with just being a menace to society.
Menace to society.
And from New York, weighing in at 406 pounds, the Predator.
And as for the two
Oh,
other people
shit,
that were
Predator.
involved in catching EDP in the act, they have both continued to post onto their own channels, with Chet Goldstein having to use a new one called Ya Boy JDQ, and CC Unit
Oh, I've
running
seen
the
his
CC
videos.
Unit
He does
channel.
good
Both
stuff.
channels are dedicated to exposing predators and are each doing well respectively. And that's where we're at with pretty much everything that's happened since the EDP445 Cupcake incident. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you in another one.
Okay. So yeah, we'll see what happens with EDP, with his new website, and what happens, because like people are not gonna forget you wanting to go with a 13-year-old, because holy shit, have you seen all the Predator videos out there? I've been watching a lot of them lately. CC Unit, PP Toronto, oh my god, I just watch them a lot. It's like, what the fuck is his name? Justin Payne, and the other guy who has that authoritative voice in him is like, oh, you're in trouble. I just love, what is that? PP Toronto. That guy is great. It's like going around catching these fuckers. EDP thinks he can just blow us all under the water. Bro, he tried to go with a 13-year-old. That's like a kid. You can't do that shit. My god. I didn't realize how many predators are out there until I started watching these predator videos. Oh, DAP, they're the best ones, but they're like so funny. I won't say the best ones, but like they're pretty good. They're coming back with a new channel. Anyways, back to EDP. I don't know what else to say about him. This is EDP being EDP. Like, yeah, this shit's not gonna go away, my guy. I gotta stop saying my guy. Yeah, guy. Hey, guy. This shit's not gonna go away. But anyway, that's it for now. Humanoid Nation, Humanoid Freak out. Bye.
Pasito a pasito, suave, suave.